Happy New Year and welcome to Skylanders Boomcast. I'm going to answer some of the questions you've submitted and tell you about Wind-Up and the Shipwreck Islands. So keep watching, or else. Or else actually nothing will happen, so don't worry you guys. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. What's your favorite water element, Skylander? Tell me in the comments below. I know it's hard to choose. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can click here. First, here's a quick tip. After you beat Skylanders SWAP Force, you will unlock tons of new modes, including Score Mode, Time Attack, and Nightmare Mode. So after you complete the game, you can go back and play again on any of these modes. For example, if you really love a challenge, you can play on Nightmare Mode, which is insanely tough. Better bring along your best and most powerful Skylanders to take on Chaos once again in that mode. All these modes mean you can keep leveling up and collecting gold. Gold. Come on, I'm not greedy. I'm not. Speaking of tips, how about we talk a little about Wind-Up, a new Skylanders SWAP Force tech element. He comes with the Shipwreck Islands Adventure Pack. You can find Wind-Up Soul Gem in the Iron Jaw Gulch level of Skylanders SWAP Force. Wind-Up Soul Gem increases his speed like crazy. Wind-Up has a bunch of toys in his arsenal like cymbals, toy guns, and the Wind-Up Punch. He can be a bit tricky to master at the beginning. You'll have to decide when to overcrank his Wind-Up and when not to, depending on which enemies you're facing. In the Shipwreck Islands Adventure Pack, you'll face new enemies like the Cyclops Brawl Buckler. And here's the trick. Use Wind-Up Spring Shot to launch Cyclops Brawl Buckler in the air. Then use Wind-Up's toy gun ability to hit him with suction cups. If you're really good, try smashing the Cyclops Brawl Buckler with the cymbals. Alright, so now I want to spill some real talk here and give you a look at some of the new characters that I just picked up. First, I have Lightcore Countdown. You already know he's the bomb, but now that he's a Lightcore, he is more awesome than ever. And here's Lightcore Whamshell, champion of the ocean, king of the sea. Who can forget Smolder Dash? New look, new pose, in a blaze of glory. Now, you guys know these three. We have Spyrise, Stink Bomb, and Dunebug. Spyrise, a tech agent with lots of tricks up his sleeve. Stink Bomb, a sneaky life element ninja skunk. Oh, and Dunebug. Yep, an awesome magic beetle. We also got some more returning favorites in the new class Skylanders SWAP Force characters, like Hyper Beam Prism Break. Oh yeah, classic stuff with a new wow pow. There's also Phantom Cinder, an undead element who can do Skull-splosion. Whirlwind is back, now is Horn Blast Whirlwind, and she's got the Rainbow Rush at her side. There's also a new battle pack called the Archaean Crossbow Battle Pack, which includes Thornhorn Camo, one of my fave life elements. And finally, as you've already seen, wackiness ensues when you place Wind-Up on the Portal of Power. I can imagine Chaos and Glumshanks trembling in their boots right now, looking at that impressive army of Skylanders ready to knock on their castle door. You know what's awesome? Reading your comments from the show. And we appreciate what you have to say, especially when they're nice things about me and bad things about Chaos, and not the other way around. Seriously though, I can't answer all of your questions in this episode, but I wanted to pull a few out right now to tackle. Jason Rodenbach Jr. wants to know which paths are the best for Bumbleblast and Slobbertooth. For Bumbleblast, I guess you have to decide what you like better. Bees or honey? The Beekeeper path is great for distance and attacks, but the Honey Tree path lets you barf out Honey Glob onto enemies. His barf may be worse than his sting. You gotta check it out. For Slobbertooth, I'd recommend going with the Food Fighter path, especially if you're playing on the harder difficulties, because it'll allow you to gain extra health once you gobble up those bad dudes. Conweb99 wants to know which two Skylanders to start with. How about Stink Bomb and Spyrise? Two great swappable Skylanders, which means 4 combinations total. So Spyrise, Stink Bomb, Spy Bomb, and Stinkrise. Yep, I just said Stinkrise with a straight face. Aaron Plumley wants to know who my favorite water element is. Well, it's gotta be the man with the mace. That's right, that'd be Lightcore Whamshell. He's agile and swift, and I know some of you may have had trouble finding him the first time around. So thankfully he's back, and as a Lightcore figure too. And now for the boom of the week. I gotta go with someone new. How about Rubble Rouser? Check him out here using some mad drilling skills to toss a huge boulder into the sky and smash down on enemies. Boom! Thanks a bunch for tuning in to this week's episode of Skylanders Boomcast. It's been so great having you along for the ride. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share with your friends like a good Portal Master does. Stay unstoppable.